Good morning, guys, ladies, gents. I'm on a roll this week, aren't I? I'm back again. So this morning I want to talk to you about this word that I think I heard the word grace when I went to church when I was a little girl, and the word didn't really mean very much to me. But I think now, and as I design the harmonising alignment process and as I help people come into conscious presence and help them reprioritise their lives so that they are in touch with just the magic and the beauty of life, grace is a huge word that is in my vocabulary, in my thinking, in my way of seeing the world. Grace for me is around us all the time. You know, again, I talk about the view that I'm looking at. You know, I live by the beach and I'm so blessed. But the beach, our gardens, the countryside, nature, baby lambs at this time of year, our cats, our dogs, all of these beings bring us into a place of presence and connectedness. A connection with what's in front of us, but also with a connection to something so profound and beautiful and comforting within ourselves. I think when we connect with grace, we feel whole and we feel undivided. You know, whereas when we are so caught up in our minds, dashing around, you know, trying to do life, trying to become whatever we're trying to become, trying to create whatever it is we're trying to create, trying to please whoever it is we're trying to please, trying to keep it all together. You know, we're in that mindset, and the feeling in the heart, the depth of wholeness, of joy, of just relaxation, the feminine. We connect into that when we're in grace, when we find a way, when we find an access point to drop into that place. And you know, the whole harmonising alignment process is about aligning a human being, mind, body and soul, so that they can access this flow, access this place. So the more I think about it, the more I think, you know, and again, it's another big thing that we focus on in harmonising, it's the separation between the masculine and the feminine behaviours. And I think grace is very much about being in the feminine. And in the world right now, there are so many structures, there are orders, there are systems, there are constructs that we live within. We've learned to do business in a certain way. There are, you know, models and matrices for doing things. There's just the way we live our lives, the way we currently live these modern lives, and this access to this beauty is sometimes denied by us because we can't get out of the decisions, the choices, the models that we've created for ourselves. So this morning I just wanted to give you a really simple example. One thing, today I'm thinking I really want to create a little film about, you know, how I go through my day and how conscious certain parts of it is, you know, just so that I can keep connecting in to this thing that I call grace. So this morning I am sharing with you my cup of coffee. So I'm going to just show you my cup. I absolutely adore this cup. Now I bought this in a second-hand shop, and you know, for me it's really important that the cup and the saucer, a bit weird, the cup and the saucer match for me. It cost me about £11, this cup and this saucer, and when I have my coffee from this cup, when I go into the cupboard of mugs and all the stuff that's in there and I choose this, my experience changes. This teacup with coffee or tea in it brings me such deep joy, and I think, you know, the colour, the shape, the texture, everything about that cup makes me feel like this is a special experience. And I think what we've become accustomed to, model number 2, is this. This is the big Starbucks cups. You know, this is where we go through our lives and we fill this up with as much coffee to fill ourselves up as we possibly can. A big, big mug, and it's like the bigger the mug, the better. Now, after you've had a cafe latte in one of these, you probably feel pretty full up to the top. I don't think there's any grace in this. You know, I think on a cold winter's day, yeah, maybe a hot chocolate, but actually, I'll show you it compared to the saucer. It's absolutely massive. It's from my cupboard. It has an L on it. Little child, Liberty. Not little child, woman now, 22. Anyway, I think the world's become like this. I think we've lost the essence of grace, and we've chosen the let me have more, bigger, as much as I can stuff into myself, regardless of the cost. I think we've got into this mindset. And sometimes in life, by simplifying, by choosing a little bit smaller, by taking a little step back, by, you know, it's like, I remember when I had lots of money, I used to buy loads of different makeups and loads of stuff, and my drawer was full of stuff. I remember regularly going to the charity shops and, you know, decanting what I'd bought a few weeks earlier or a few months earlier. And I was just this consumer consuming. And I was working really, really hard to pay for that consuming cycle that I was just binning or sharing. So this morning, I just really wanted to entertain the idea and the notion of, you know, in your life, you know, are you connecting with grace? Are you a consumer on the run? Or are you taking the time to enjoy the simple things? Are you constantly stretched out there, or are you connected intimately with the moments in your life? So I'm going to leave it there for today. Cheers. Have a great day. Take care, guys. Bye bye.